can grow a lucrative career in multi-platform audio, digital, podcast, social media, and local events, along with world-class training and career growth opportunities. KBLA Talk 1580, located in historic Leimert Park, is currently hiring entry-level account executives for outside sales. Join a team featuring radio hosts Tavis Smiley, Dr. Cornell West, Jesse Jackson Jr., D.L. Hughley, Dr. Nee Cordelai Corte, Zoe Williams, and our very own Dominique DePrima. For more information on attending our upcoming career fair, contact SMB at KBLA1580.com today.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs, fantasies, and fetishes? Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss you. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Hey guys, today I want to talk about the scapegoat, okay, in a narcissistic family. It's so crazy because you can take the scapegoat and the golden child and have them describe their childhood and you will get two completely different stories. It'll almost sound like these two children raised in the same household had different parents when they didn't. Okay, and yet you can take all the scapegoats in the world, put them together and have them share their story, and it's almost like they had the same parent. That's just how it is when it comes to the scapegoat, the golden child, and narcissistic parents. And that's because narcissists, or narcissistic personality, I should say, is very predictable. Okay, that's why everyone that's been scapegoated can share stories and feel like they're related. But for the sake of this video, I wanted to talk about why, if you're the scapegoat, you probably wondered why, as you get better, it seems like nobody wants to see that. And when I say nobody, I'm talking about nobody in the family, not just the narcissist, but maybe your siblings, maybe extended family members. They don't want to see you in a different light, okay? So let me just explain that if you were chosen as the scapegoat, okay, because that's the real thing. You didn't choose. It had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with the fact that the narcissist splits their personality with the people in their family, and they assign roles. Okay, they choose for whatever reason. But they often choose, right, between two people. They will pick the person that they feel, because this is what they're doing by splitting. They're picking the person that they feel reflects everything they would like to be, or what they...
My God. What if embracing the very wounds of our ancestors is the key to unlocking our true potential, rather than seeking to escape or erase them? How can we redefine our relationship with pain as a source of strength? When can the generational curses stop with us? Metaphorically speaking, can we become Heath Ledger's character in the movie The Order, i.e. the sin eater? Andy, are you afraid to consume the sins of your lineage? Consume it through your light. Consume it through your forgiveness. Consume it through your non-judgmental, empathetic observation of it. Do you have the testicular fortitude to do it? It must be done, or it'll be passed down. In what ways might the narratives we inherit from our families serve as both shackles and stepping stones to personal growth? How can we consciously choose which parts to carry forward and which to release? A lot of times we don't want to release our people. Now, we can ghost our people. We love ghosting family members. Yeah. Because we're toxic. We don't know how to heal. We don't know how to have nonviolent communication. We don't know how to have collaborative and cooperative communication. What we want to do is be heard. We want to condemn, and we want to cash in the "you owe me" coupons. I deserved better. That's all we really want, right? That's not healing, though. Right? What if the act of confronting generational pain is not a burden to bear, but a revolutionary act of love towards ourselves and future generations? How can this shift in perspective alter our approach to healing? Are there aspects of our family's legacy that we idolize or romanticize, thereby preventing us from seeing the full picture? How can we dismantle this idealization? Don't narcissists do that too? Yeah. How do we stop that to embrace a more authentic understanding of our heritage? Who's toxic in your family? Was your big mama toxic? Huh? Bruce H. Lipton. Beliefs and thoughts alter cells in your body. As soon as you start to tell yourself in your perception that you can't do something anymore, then your biological system will adjust to prove you right. You will not do what you think you can't do. Uh-oh. People need to realize that their thoughts are more primary than their genes, because the environment, which is influenced by our thoughts, control our genes. What if grandiosity in terms of narcissism is in your family? What if I believe narcissism is a spiritual thing and not necessarily a clinical thing? What if covert narcissism? What if Machiavellianism is in there? I think it has to be confronted internally, spiritually. How do we see what is in us? The mirror of relationship. I got a brother on the phone right now. I'm going to talk to him in a second. But he already told me my daddy was harsh with me, so I'm harsh with my kids. He already said it. It's in the genes. He got it honest, right? What if he had the wherewithal to separate himself from his experience? That's very difficult to do unless you are observing yourself in relationships. We are socialized to observe the person and not ourselves. I'm looking at how you gonna show up. I'm looking at what you gonna bring to the table. I'm looking at what I deserve from you according to my unhealed wounds. Is that not how it works? We got it in reverse. So what is supposed to be happening is self-observation without judgment. I am triggered in the mirror of relationship. Something in me is welling up because of the way this person handles me, dealt with me, spoke to me, made me feel. I have to go back and objectively look and say, why do I feel this way? What happened to me before that was the impetus for the creation of this trigger? A pattern is an opiate. We might not even like it, but we're addicted to playing out the same old patterns. That's why you keep getting the same old kind of person in your life. You can't drop out of this school. That's why attachment equals suffering. And there is addiction in attachment. So you don't get to drop out. You think you're dropping out because you can break up, but you're not really dropping out. Do you see? You're carrying it with you. Oh, this heavy stuff, man. Heavy stuff. Let's get Willie back in here. Willie?
I'm here.
So we left off. It's okay for you to not be able to look at what happened to you without judgment. So my next question is, when's your next therapy session? Who's your therapist? Have you found a good one? Is she a sister? I always go with the sisters. Go with a sister. Not to say brothers aren't good, because I'm going to bring a brother on the show soon. But sisters are good. They connected in a different kind of way. There's a spiritual piece to the sister that they just bring to the table with the clinical side. So what happened? Where's their next therapy session? You got to get there.
I'm working on that.
Why? Why are you working on it? You can't. This ain't therapy. This is your big cousin from Los Angeles trying to inspire you to go deeper into you. Because you got kids. You already have a tumultuous situation with them, and you are attributing it to generational curses, right?
Yes.
My dad was this way, right?
Yes.
And now I'm this way, right?
Yes.
And now I'm trying to save my son, the oldest one, right?
Yes.
Listen, bro. Try saying, listen, man, I apologize for not doing the best job I could have done as a father. You deserve better, and you didn't ask for what I gave you. And I sincerely apologize to you for that. Could you help me, son? Don't make it like, oh, I'm helping you. You flip it around. Can you help me? What do you need, Dad? Let's go to therapy together, man. Because I need you in my life. You matter to me. You, not what you do, not what you got. You matter to me in my life. The way I treat you mirrors something back to me that I neglected within myself, and it wound up hurting you. I'm sorry, son. Can you help me?
I'm about to give my son a call now.
There you go. But hold on. Find the therapist first. No, I can't tell you. No, I can't tell you to do that. Do what your heart feels. But do you understand what I'm trying to lay on you, brother?
Got you.
Yeah, call your son, brother. Call him. Apologize.
Yeah.
All right?
Got you. Love y'all.
Love you, Willie.
Love y'all.
Willie from Philly, where's Chili? Come on, Willie is on fire tonight. Let's get these callers in here. Leroy from Inglewood. Come on, up to no good.
Man, I got the organ, but you deserved it, brother. You just brought the healing like Joy DeGruy Leary screams on a regular basis. I mean, you got that, brother. You got us to see ourselves through him.
Thank you.
You put a mirror there that helped us see ourselves to the point where the brother really entered the final chamber of humility to transfer into that KRST consciousness and say, it's me, oh Lord. And he said, I'm going to fix it right now. I'm going to turn around right now. I'm going to correct it right now.
Right.
And so I just want to thank you for that before I even go any further.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Come on. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I mean, I had a whole little thing here, but when you did that, I was like, wait, hold on. That is too beautiful to just pass up, because that's what this is supposed to be about. And I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, brother. You're welcome, man. I appreciate it.
So I was listening to you, man, and you dangerous.
Why am I dangerous? Don't do me like this, Willie.
No, it's love. It's love. It's love. But if you asking me to do a standalone narrative healing and to know my story, and I haven't been prepped, I don't have no armor built up yet, I don't have a social safety net, I don't have a support system, I'm still in the scapegoat phase of my family's labeling. It's going to be very rough for me to do this non-judgmental observation and not fall apart. You know, like every movie that we watch, when they're forced, the character is forced to see the truth that they either been begging for or they kind of fall into it, whatever. They fall into despondency, despair, alcoholism, spousal abuse, cynicism, right? We rarely have a support system to properly and healthily cope, you know, with intentional sin consumption.
Come on. Woo.
Right.
It's like ayahuasca. Come on. I hear you.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Like, notice what you do with ayahuasca. You got to go all the way out, right? With the tent, with the master, with the healer, you become the disciple.
Yes.
Right? I mean, like, okay, the movie's got the Green Mile.
Yes.
Sin Eater. The Sorcerer Supreme in what's that?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange,
Come
the old
on.
woman, the woman, right?
Yes.
The Master in the Badlands, Sin Eater.
Come
16
on.
Crucified Saviors got a bunch of the character Job in the Bible.
Come on.
Is a sin eater.
Come on. He
right?
had to consume all of that in
He's
order to
consuming
get to
all
the
that,
other side.
right?
Come on, I'm listening.
Right. Okay, because see, I'm just showing that we already have these. The golden child was being raised to be a sin eater, and they were trying to kill him before he could reach maturity. And truth be told,
by putting the blood in the oatmeal, right? They put the blood in the oatmeal.
They tried to corrupt him before he got mature enough to be able to heal the world.
Keep going. I'm listening. Come on.
Krishnamurti was raised as a sin eater, and then he denied
the Theosophical Society
aspect of that and stepped off to the side.
Come on.
And then became the very same thing, but without their guidance into that other world that they was actually trying to really lead him to.
That's right. That's right. That's
all right.
right.
Yes. It's all right. I'm just touching on what we already have.
Come
Dr.
on.
Patricia Newton, Joy DeGruy, Queen Afua, Kevin Washington, Naeem Akbar, what's my man, Thomas Parham, up there at Dominguez Hills now. These have been some of our sin eaters. Joanza Kunjufu with the Simba Scouts.
Come on.
Trying to be the sin eaters for us.
Yes.
And I'm saying they were all attempting to provide, every example I just named, they were all attempting to provide a social support system so that when they would go and eat the sin, the people could still be healthy.
Right.
But most of us, when you ask us over the radio, and I know what you're doing, but still, you know, if I was just to be very hyper literal.
It's fine. Go ahead. I want this.
Right. If I was to be hyper literal and I was to take what you said, the way you said it without having read no books, I ain't doing no follow through. I'm not taking your list. I'm not writing it down. I'm not doing the follow up. I'm not going to get the therapy. My family still got me labeled in the scapegoat stage. I'm still modeling the poison behavior, the poison in the cookie behaviors that came from my toxified parents that didn't toxify themselves because crabs don't put themselves in the barrel and we did not willy lynch ourselves. I'm still following those patterns blindly. And now you're going to ask me to do non-judgmental observation looking into my stuff and I ain't got no armor on?
Now stay right there. Wait, stay right there. Don't go nowhere. When we come forward, I'm going back to Inglewood to dunk on Leroy from the free throw line.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
They can do anything they want to us. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips, I am a revolutionary.
On Saturday, February 22nd, you are invited to A Night with the Panthers, a special fundraiser dedicated to supporting Black Panther veterans who now require assistance with essential needs such as medicine, food, and housing. These Black Panther veterans championed human rights, fed the hungry, educated the community, and stood as powerful symbols of resistance and resilience. Despite their incredible sacrifices, loving and serving the people did not come with retirement plans or financial security. So, now it's our time to honor their legacy and ensure that they are cared for with the dignity they deserve. You can help by attending and supporting A Night with the Panthers, Saturday, February 22nd, 6:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Project 43 Team Post Center, 6841 Crenshaw Boulevard, Los Angeles. For more information, contact Black Panther Party Breakfast at gmail.com or call 707-554-2784. That's Black Panther Party Breakfast at gmail.com or call 707-554-2784. 2784. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you, when we fight, we win. The Youth Justice Coalition is challenging America's addiction to incarceration and discrimination. YJC works to dismantle policies leading to mass incarceration, law enforcement violence, and the school-to-prison pipeline. Their approach, transformative justice, community intervention, free LA high school, legal defense, and system monitoring. YJC promotes safety without relying on prisons. Their goal, prevent system contact and help people exit the system through direct action, advocacy, and education. Want to get involved or need help? Call 323-235-4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Listen, God has a message for you, and I'm here to deliver it. I don't like to get on here unless God tells me to say something. No matter how many times He tells me to say it, I'll say it. And the message that He has for me to tell you is that you're special. You're a prophet. And it tells you very clearly a prophet is honored everywhere except in his own hometown and amongst his relatives and family. That means you can go anywhere and people will receive your message and appreciate what you're doing. But for whatever reason, the people in your hometown and the people in your family just can't appreciate your message. But God has something special for you. So you have to get away from them. You have to let them go. You have to take off and go and do what God told you to do. Because if you stay there, the message won't be received. Jesus could do no miracles in his own hometown because no one believed him. You're a prophet. You're special. You have gifts. And if they don't receive it in your hometown, if they don't receive it amongst your families, if you go to another city and they don't receive it, wipe the dust off your feet and keep it moving, because you have a message. God sent you here for a reason, and it's inside of you. And believe that it's real. No one else in your hometown believes it. Your family don't believe it, but you know that you've received it. So go out there.
Lord have mercy, the voice of reason is on complete fire right now. It's hot lava up in here. And my good brother is on the line. We don't hear from him enough, but this must have triggered my brother, and he is in here right now. My brother Leroy from Inglewood, he was saying, Zoe, you done left these people out here naked. You gonna hit them upside their spirit with this kind of talk with no armor? That's what my brother Leroy said.
But you was. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, I started with the real truth, right? That healing is taking place. We just witnessed it.
You just saw it.
Right. So we cannot say that the drunken master's technique doesn't work, even though ain't no alcohol inside of the bottle.
That's right.
I don't need no alcohol to do this, right? I got this thing down pat. Don't question the technique. I get it, man. I'm not trying to tell you how to fix the cars, all right? I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying that if I was not a regular listener,
right?
If I hadn't read the books,
right?
If I wasn't specially chosen to seek this knowledge and embrace the truth like Atala, and to deal in the healing like my brother, the pastor, or help us and see ourselves like Nzinga, right? Then, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? What's the other brother? Ali. Mm-hmm. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about.
Nazarene? Heru Ali.
No,
yes.
Heru Ali, right?
Yes.
When these brothers and sisters come on here, you can tell that they've been seeking truth and embracing it.
Right.
And so when they share it, they literally mirror a different perspective of the truth that you have served as a catalyst of to share. So I'm not trying to sweat your technique. I'm not trying to do that. I'm saying if I just tuned in.
Right.
And I hadn't done the reading. I wasn't on the path. I hadn't gone through the ups and downs to get to the healing. I could very easily literalize this and then go try it half-cocked. And then hurt myself worse because I'm not ready because I haven't done the 40 years education with negative confessions. I'm not anchored in myotic principles. I'm not saturated with wisdom, surrounded by wisdom, knowledge, healing rituals. Come on now.
But hold on now. You just described Willie from Philly. You just described him. And countless others, brother.
Yes.
This is a vibration where a resonance exists. And guess what? There are no
That has some syllables, brother.
Come on. There's a powerful resonance here. And guess what? Hey, once you ring the bell, you can't unring it. And some people stumble in here and go, what in the world? They get up-leveled. They might not understand it in the moment, but they come back. Do you see? Listen, Matthew 4:19. Come,
watch out.
Follow me, Jesus said, and I will send you out to fish for the people. This is what this show is doing. It is fishing for those that are in alignment with the resonance that is permeating from the airwaves right now. It woke you up every now and again, doesn't it?
Well, it don't wake me up. It just reminds me that I'm not alone.
Hey, stay with me. Don't go nowhere, Leroy. I got to talk to you some more.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 things you should know with BIN News. The Federal Reserve is leaving interest rates unchanged. It comes after the Fed cut rates 3 times last year. It also marks the first policy decision during President Trump's second term. Trump has said recently he would like to see the central bank lower rates. As federal raids continue, Black St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones is reaffirming the city's support for immigrants. However, Trump's orders have blocked many from settling there, per the Post-Dispatch. Lakeville Public Schools in Minnesota will remove 2 DEI posters referencing Black Lives Matter after a 4-3 vote. A lawsuit led to their removal following a heated school board meeting. Supporters say the posters promoted inclusivity, while opponents called them politically charged. And Louisiana lawmakers are urging the NFL to ensure a family-friendly big game halftime show, citing past concerns over lyrics and performances. Kendrick Lamar will headline on February 9th as Kansas City faces Philadelphia. I'm Amber Payton on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
Visit Chevrolet of Montebello for your 2025 savings. Lease a 2025 Trax LT for $238. 2 at this price. APR rates as low as 0.9% on select models up to 60 months. ChevroletofMontebello.com. Together, let's drive.
At Chevrolet of Montebello.
KBLA Talk 1580 invites you to join the Inner City Youth Orchestra of Los Angeles as it presents a Los Angeles Wildfire Benefit Concert on Sunday, February 2nd, 4 p.m. at the First United Methodist Church, 500 East Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena. Join us for a powerful evening of music, unity, and support as talented performers from our community come together to raise funds for those affected by the wildfires. The concert is free, and all proceeds raised will benefit those who have sustained unimaginable losses. It's the Inner City Youth Orchestra of Los Angeles in concert, Sunday, February 2nd, 4 p.m. at the First United Methodist Church in Pasadena, located at 500 East Colorado Boulevard. All contributions should be made payable to the California Community Foundation Wildfire Community Fund. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. If you need help getting your resume in order, finding job training, or landing a job, we've got 3 great options for you. First, the City of Los Angeles has WorkSource centers across the area offering free job support. The California Workforce Development Board can help you with everything from GED prep to vocational training at no cost to you. On the federal level, the Department of Labor's American Job Centers offer a full range of services for job seekers and businesses alike. Visit careeronestop.org, or for more info, just call California's Help Center or visit cwdb.ca.gov or call 916-657-1440. For the City of Los Angeles programs, go to ewdd.lacity.gov or call 213-744-7300. All these services are free to help you get your next job. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Febreze. So my home is also my office, and before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight any weird funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on Autopsy, then click on Request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
when we act like this dark room doesn't exist, like what happened when I was 6 never happened. We never can be the authentic self that we're called to be. And confidence is tied to authenticity because you know who you are and whose you are, not who they made you become due to what they did. One of the ways we can gain confidence is by being authentic. That hurt me. You cannot sleep because of all the internal untold stories. And God is saying, if you would give that to me, I want to take it. The enemy is using the weapon of childhood trauma because we must become like children to enter the kingdom of God. And if we don't ever address that dark room, there is a childlike nature on the inside of you that will never be operational because I'm not talking about it. Untreated pain blurs discernment because I'm so used to making decisions to protect me. When
Pastor Flowers in here cooking. But let's get over to the book of Peter. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. Let me explain something to you, Leroy. I need you back in here. I am ordained by the ascended masters to live and walk in the purpose of setting the fire in the souls of the listeners who come close enough like a moth to a flame. They get over here. I'm going to burn them up with the truth. They're going to leave with cinders in their spirit, brother. That's what I'm here to do, sir. I must do it. I'm in alignment with my purpose, brother. I'm in alignment with it.
I am grateful that you have found your purpose. I am grateful that you have overcome the fear and the doubt that allows you to live in your authentic, true self relative to public healing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we had a wonderful example right before I got on that Brother Willie.
Brother Willie, man.
Reconnected with the truth within himself. He was willing to face his own mirror. And through him, he served as a catalyst. Your conversation served as a catalyst for all of us to be renewed relative to the idea that healing is possible, redemption is possible, when he said, I'm about to call my son right now.
That's what he said, bro.
And he's going to get with the therapists.
Yes.
So once again, I want to start where I begin with the gratitude. And just also remind that healthy sin eaters operate within healthy, healing, and empowering communities.
That's right.
And so if you want to be a true healthy sin eater, it helps to get with a community of people who are wise and they operate in right knowledge and they deal in truth and they are supportive and they deal in that. Whether you deal with Parham, Association of Black Psychologists, the National Association of Black Social Workers, and there's several other organizations that I'm sure you continue to introduce us to. With the healing, health, and wellness organizations, we got to be on that path towards healing. We don't want to do that strictly by ourselves.
You can't.
If we're going to be the sin eaters.
Right, you can't. You can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, right.
Hey, but guess what? Guess what you just did?
Brother, I let you help me heal here in Inglewood.
Come on, Inglewood in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We on fire tonight, and you already know what's up. You already know what's up. The creator of tonight's topic. This is the brainchild behind tonight's topic. People give me their topics. We got an entire community that spans across the country. People want to heal. And here's one of them. My friend, your friend, Quipmaster, Quipmaster Ronan from Indianapolis, Naptown in the building. Man, what made you create this topic, bro?
You know, first and foremost, I'm outright proud of Willie because we need more of that just hit home differently, just seeing that. And what hit home with, actually what started this is honestly believe I'm guilty of two major sins: is substitution and separation.
Right.
I wasn't meant to be the eldest child in there. I was supposed to have an older sister, but as soon as she was born, she died minutes later after labor.
Mm-hmm.
So ever since then, it seems like because my father wanted a male child, I think I've been paying for that sin for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And the separation part is like when you decide to separate yourself from the generational nonsense, when you find out you're spiritually lactose intolerant to what the family has brought to you, you're kind of ostracized in a different kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like always looking for answers. Like, what do you do when you come face to face knowing that you're a sin eater, and how do you establish the purpose of consuming such sins?
Well, it's deep about what you're saying, because again, I'm of two minds, and on the one side, yes, I believe what Leroy just outlined. I believe getting with a spiritual center of folk that can, be the shoulder you can lean on is always great. Also, getting a clinical group of folk that you can lean on is also great. As a matter of fact, in speaking with my god sister, that's what we have been working on. I like to blend the clinical with the spiritual, because relationships are a spiritual thing. And I believe traumatic wounds, CPTSD, attachment styles, I think these are all just fancy terminology and words for spiritual injuries, right? Yeah. That happened in early childhood. But the metaphor of tonight, if we go back to the ancients, the mystics, they all talked about that one moment where you have to confront you. And yes, after you confront you, after you see you, it might hurt. You might run from it. But it's beneficial to go find that circle Leroy was talking about, where they can help walk you back to the front door of yourself. They can't walk into that room, that cave that is you. Only you can. But maybe it'll feel better if you know they're going to be waiting for you on the other side. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Stay with me, man. Hold on. We ain't done with you. When we come forward, more from Ronan out of Naptown.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Small businesses are the heart of America. But you don't have to go it alone. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Get the connections, education, and guidance you need with SCORE. We're ready to help. Find a mentor today at score.org.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR, the voice of reason. Man, it's lava tonight. It's not even fire no more. You already know my playlist is my co-host. Tonight's playlist was centered around some of the greatest hip-hop beats in history. And I just wanted the beats. I just wanted the instrumentals, man. And we featured some great ones. But let's get back to this topic because, man, this whole week has been on complete lava. It's a lava flow all week. And I hope you guys are being inspired to continue these conversations. We have Ronan in here. Ronan?
Yes, sir.
Let's just get your final thoughts on tonight's topic, my friend.
Well, I wanted to start the conversation because, like, on the journey forward, you asked that question earlier. Would you be able to look back at things and, I think, accept it without judgment? I'm getting there. That's my answer to that. And having a conversation, we can stop hiding in chat rooms or on the sidelines and get on the front lines of fixing ourselves, because that will help us not just rebuild ourselves, but rebuild these communities, and we can get to where we need to be, still where we aspire to be, but never can.
Man, I love you, brother. I love you for this topic. I love you for who you are as a person. People don't know, me and Ronan be chatting it up all the time. We've been talking for years. Hey, Ronan from Indianapolis, guess what you just did?
Set Indianapolis on fire.
Come on, Indianapolis is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Of course, legendary in the building. We got legendary deaconess from Mississippi in the building. Nikki from the SIP is in the building. Nikki, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic? I know you have a food for thought.
Brother Zoe and the fam.
What up?
I got something to consider.
Here we go.
Give some thought to the book of Eli. If you're going to think about for real manifestations of sin eaters, the book of Eli movie is a great place to reference. For all of us who, and I believe we're born sin eaters, we discover that that's what our purpose here is. The DNA that we carry is an indicator as you mature that there are some things in your lineage up to you that you are supposed to kill forever.
Come on.
You can tell because the experiences that you're having, particularly as it relates to your family members, the untruths, the lies, in my case, the secrets, that is a distraction. You know you're one of them because as you mature, you're seeing that, okay, this does not make any sense at all. What is that? And you're not necessarily talking about a physical something. You're talking about behaviors that you continue to see. And the information you're getting back from your surroundings is not sitting well within you. Those things that make you say, what is that? Why does this continue? That's an indicator that you got some of that sin killer on the inside of you. Because your natural DNA is rejecting the lineage DNA and the perpetuation of the secret. When whatever God you serve, the more of that positive food that you get, the word of God says we're supposed to eat the word every day. That's why you're supposed to eat the word every day, so that you will be properly nourished for the journey that you have here. Vis-a-vis the stuff you're supposed to kill forever.
That's right.
That ain't never, ever supposed to show up no more again in your lineage. Another indicator I would offer, if you happen to be a person who doesn't have children. Now, at first glance, that may go against what you would think your purpose is, right? However, consider some sin eaters have so much weight of sin to kill. The ability to do that would be hampered by the role of parent.
The kid might get in the way, is what you say?
Well, we have emotional attachments to our kids.
I hear you.
We have blinders where our kids are concerned. And when you have a spiritual sword to learn to wield in your walk here, because that's your job here, sometimes parenthood may impede that purpose. I'm saying that for the people, particularly the women who may be barren. Because the world tells us there's something wrong with us when we don't reproduce. But when you eat that word every day, or more often than not, you can come to a place of nourishment and understand that that is not your purpose here. It doesn't make you less of you. In some instances, it makes you greater.
Right. Nikki, what are you doing to us? What are you doing to us tonight?
I'm doing what you're doing. I'm doing what you.
I'm doing what you're doing. I love it.
We're here together.
We're here together. That's right.
Right. we about to get this thing here. So
we about to get it together.
Okay. You said it was a family reunion out there in California.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of sin eaters out there that's getting some revelation right now.
That's big.
See, right.
That's right.
Because there is an awakening that I said we discover that that's part of our purpose here. These movies we have talked about are illustrations of what that can be and what it looks like for those who need to see it outside of themselves, because they may still be in the discovery stage.
Right.
This ain't no joke. This is for real. believe it or not.
I agree with you. Nikki, I'm right with you. We in step right now. But, Nikki, I got to push forward. But let me just say, guess what you just did, Nikki?
I brought the sip in the building. I still love everybody.
We love you, Nikki. Food for thought. Man, do y'all understand, Nikki? Man, people be coming up to me in the streets. Man, Nikki from Mississippi, brother. My goodness. You know, she always hits us upside our head, man. I love it. But we were talking about the movie The Order. And we merged it with the work of Dr. Marielle Bouquet, her work on healing intergenerational curses and the concept of a sin eater. We consume our generational curses and sins through non-judgmental observation of them. It's really that simple. Through non-judgmental observation of them. We have to learn how to do it. And yes, to my brother Leroy, there was a time when a psychologist didn't exist, but spirituality did. And I think spirituality and psychology are starting to merge yet again. They're starting to come together in some way. This whole idea of the generational curse stopping with me, the buck stops with me. It starts with self-awareness and acknowledgement. To become self-aware, there must be some level of self-acceptance, to see you as you are and to claim what you are. Familial patterns, behaviors, and traumas, awareness and acknowledgement. Then there must be embracing of the burden. This is who we are. This is where I came from. This is what's in me. You have to confront the past. You must, right? But confrontation doesn't mean violence. It means observation. Then the cycle begins to break. You start to recognize the pattern, right? You start to create healthy boundaries. Right? You start to recognize harmful behaviors. You start to rewrite the negative narrative in your mind. Then we shift into healing and transformation. Right? And that's difficult too. Just because you heal and you transform don't mean you happy. Sometimes you're lonely. But you're now in position to pass down a new legacy. Listen. I start the conversations. It's up to you to finish them. We're not trying to be right. What we are trying to do is excite something in you that will cause you to continue these conversations once I'm off the air. I'll be back tomorrow. You already know I got another slapper lined up. Let's get it.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. A judge temporarily halted President Trump's federal aid freeze